Hello everybody, welcome in. Hope you're having a great day today. uh, Sorry that, I haven't streamed for like the last 3 days, but kinda had some stuff I was taking care of. And, trying to work on getting done and all that. But, anywho, originally planned on doing this a couple of days ago, but the main plan here is I just want to kind of like wrap up the storyline update kind of thing that got released, and then we can probably dive into some of the different events and stuff like that they got going on. And just knock out the DNA task kind of stuff real quick here. Now we'll just dive right back into the story. Let's just kind of get this all rolling. But yeah, currently kind of working on a different kind of setup around my, well, like, different way of having some stuff set up. Which also includes where the camera's at, that's trying to do my tracking. So, yeah, it might look like I'm kind of like, I think it's probably standing too high up now, so it probably looks like I'm like looking down all the time.
A hot cup of coffee isn't just for the early birds. It can also be for the night owls.
I see me make the cup of coffee a billion times. Well, we're doing one quick run anyways. Yeah. We'll do one quick run. Let's kind of have a little fun with this. Wait a minute, that doesn't look right. Oh, because it was edited to accommodate for... Yeah, let's go all around with some the skill stuff. Oh wait, no, I do want the promote item. Alright, give me 1 second, I gotta edit the wave. So currently have yeah, because I think I edited this at one point because I was just focusing on those ones. I'm like, I kind of need all around. Which one am I missing? Shield? Yeah. Save plan. Okay. Although this is gonna make where it's gonna be 5 rounds, so that's the luck to me on this. Alright.
easy. No escape.
Secure the perimeter. Waste of time. Yanaji, I'll handle it. Weakling.
Once again.
Surrender.
A little gift for ya.
My heart is a mirror. No room for mercy.
Scatter! Purging slash!
Okay. Well, that was interesting. But yeah, because I was doing my dailies a little earlier, well, kind of late last night or something like that. Which I debated about trying to do a stream last night. It's just my motivation was just so tanked because I've been sitting there doing a whole bunch of other stuff during the day. I think I'd be in the staff room. Alright, but yeah, so with that we should be getting into the new stuff. So tell me over here. Oh, so they're informing me of the weekly challenges and shit. Okay, so yeah. So the plan is just to kind of like, you know, continue main story. And then, you know, we have a couple of different events for, I believe this one's mostly just going to be like doing some fights and stuff like that. I think most of this would probably end up involving that. Yeah, might end up just doing Silver Soldier song or something like that if we end up like finishing up the new story update. Because I'm actually not 100% sure how much is left of it, because, well, I probably had the opportunity to watch a couple of streams with it, but I didn't want to spoil the story for myself. And, you know, I debated about, you know, continuing on my own, but then I was like, I did already kind of like start on stream, so I figured I might as well, you know, wrap it up on stream. Plus, you know, better to, you know, have like the stories and events to stream than just, yeah, hey, look, I'm just, you know, wandering around doing whatever kind of thing. Oh, sorry. There we go, that's a lot better. It's like, had like a cough for a second there and then, like, I was like, I feel a little congested, so. But understandable, when I was doing some cleaning, I was kicking up like dust and stuff like that, so. I understand, a little bit of congestion up. Anyways. Well, so let's discuss how we're gonna investigate the exaltists. Let's start by beginning with investigating Bringer. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think too. The commissioner's instant closure of the case seemed a bit suspicious. We should definitely find Ju Yang and get more information first. I'll go investigate public sec. Alright, I'll leave it to you then. I'll also gather some information on the internet. Take care and come back soon. Lace. Here we go. Then public security. No. Doing it again where I can just press that and just go to public security. Take a couple of little shortcuts to
I'll have to work overtime to finish this mission report. You're here.
Yes. I don't only speak. Oh, it's you. What can I help? What can I do for you? I wanted to ask about Bringer. You saw the news, I'm sure. The commissioner closed the case, citing personal misconduct. I found it strange and wanted to investigate further, but there's been a lot of obstacles. It's as if there's a hidden force that doesn't want me to get involved in this matter any further. Sounds suspicious. Yes, but it could also be my sensitive position. Okay. As far as I know, after the case was closed, the items left behind by Inspector Bringer were all sent to Hollow Special Operations for processing. However, those items have already been screened within the Bureau, and there's nothing suspicious about them. If you're still worried, you can also go there later and ask. Also, my colleagues at PubSec, most of us have worked with Inspector Bringer to some extent, so they might know something. I'd love to investigate with you, but I've been busy lately. There's an organ trafficking case recently and some other odd missing persons cases as well. No worries, I'll investigate on my own first. Alright, just let me know if you have any questions. You sound quite busy. Talk to nearby public security officers. Hello, how can I help you? Did you know Bringer? You mean Inspector Bringer? Oh, no, he's not Inspector anymore. I'm not very familiar with him, but I did help organize the things he left behind. Looking at it now, I guess they can be considered his estate. Is there anything special about them? Special? No, just very ordinary things. However, I heard from other colleagues that Bringer had a notebook he never parted with. But I couldn't find this notebook in his belongings. It's probably lost somewhere. Anyway, everything has been sent to Hollow Special Operations. I think it was Sector 6. Well, that can't be too difficult to end up. Yeah, taken care of. Maybe it's because the higher-ups suspect there's a mole in PubSec. Okay. Okay. We got you. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Hello, citizen. Is there anything I can help you with? Did you know Bringer? Mr. Bringer? I know. I once caught him in the bathroom secretly recording his to-do list for the next day with a tape recorder. Probably worried that he would forget otherwise. Is human memory really that short? Or was it just Mr. Bringer? However, if there had been others in the bathroom at the time, Mr. Bringer probably wouldn't have done that. It's because I'm a big boo that I happened to witness something like this. So we're gonna be probably looking for his notebook, the tape recorder. Is there a problem, citizen? Do you know Bringer? About Bringer. Wait, you're not a reporter, are you? Of course not. Oh, good. Boss has told us not to talk about Bringer. Probably worried about reporters being careless with what they write. I really don't know why he turned out this way. He used to be a good person. Many years ago, after he came out of a hollow, his entire personality shifted. I thought it was because he was injured in the hollow, or had witnessed something horrible. But that operation was very successful. He rescued many citizens from the hollow and emerged completely unscathed. How strange. Do you have any other information? I remember now. Seems like Bringer's had memory issues for a long time. Always forgetting stuff. Back then, we even suggested he keep a diary or something, though I'm not sure if he ever listened to us. I don't know anything more than that. After inquiring around, you gather a lot of information about Bringer. You share this information with Zhuyang and agree to meet at Hollow Special Operations. Looks like I still need to check the items left by Bringer. I'll head to HSO now. Yeah, screw going to the entrance, I'll just go straight into their office, yep. Yeah. Hello.
Today's training.
You're here. Jiang was already told me about the current situation. We've already found all of Bringer's belongings. Nothing unusual so far. I heard he had some tape recorder. There are indeed a few tapes. They're all here. Our colleagues have already listened to these tapes. They're just routine meeting minutes and similar recordings. Nothing out of the ordinary. After carefully inspecting the tapes, you found one that feels different from the rest. It seems a bit heavier. Do you need to play these tapes again? There shouldn't be any need for that. These recordings have already been reviewed by both Hollow Inspection Operations and PubSec, so there shouldn't be any issues. The one that's heavier than the others, there might be something hidden inside. Indeed, the weight of this tape is different from the others. Let's take a closer look. Okay. After closely examining the special tape recording, you discover that there seems to be an encrypted message within. I see, this must be the reason for its weight. But how can we decrypt it? I can try to crack it. Then we'll leave it to you. Okay. Interesting decryption technique. Really, that's how we decrypt tapes now, huh? Oh, okay, one sec. Alright, sorry about that. No. Oh, whoops, I forgot to read that. Looks like there's new content that can be played on the tape now. That's interesting. I didn't know secret information could be hidden this way. What secret? Sukaku wants to know. Jing, are you nervous? I don't know, but I have a bad feeling about this. After all, he put so much effort into hiding it. There might really be an answer inside. Should we listen to it later? Let's listen to it now. You're right. No matter what, I have to face the truth.
All right, let's get started.
Okay. The cassette that Bringer left behind starts playing.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works. Let's say these are my last words. I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save those civilians, so I'm not in good shape. Unfortunately, we came up against a horde of ethereals right after that. I rushed over to fight them off and tried to save the civilians, but in the thick of all the fighting, I turned back and realized that I was somehow alone. nobody was behind me. Luckily, I managed to defeat the Ethereals, but the wounds and corruption I sustained in doing so should be fatal. I don't mean to cast the blame at all here, and if any of my colleagues ever pick up this cassette, I hope that nobody is ever held accountable. It's just human nature. It's normal. I just have a few regrets. Oh, what's that over there?
You hear a long, raspy, and creepy voice.
I've seen a miracle. Yes, that thing is right. So long as humanity is in constant conflict against the Hollows, we'll never be able to grasp true power. Only by embracing everything. It's the only way. Only by embracing this power can everyone survive.
How so?
Oh, Creator! Please, grant me this!
The room is left in complete silence as the cassette finishes playing. Jiang, in peculiar looks, crestfallen. Are you okay?
Are you okay, Julian? Don't be so down.
Thanks. I'm okay. It's just... Even though we had our suspicions, now that everything is out in the open, I can't help but feel a little... Well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
Yeah.
What did Bringer see during the recording? Whatever it was, he called it a miracle.
I saw the mission report from that incident. Bringer emerged from the Hollow unscathed, completely free from injury or corruption. Plus, I remember him rescuing a few civilians and walking out of the Hollow together with them.
But if that's the case, then it's at odds with the audio we heard. Which one is the true version of events?
It's possible that both are true. Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his body and helped him save the others.
And that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the Exaltists. Because he witnessed a miracle.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a reasonable speculation at this point.
But it still exceeds the limits of what we know.
In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists. I'll keep pulling this thread and see where it leads.
Okay. I never expected the investigation to lead to this, but what exactly are the Exaltists plotting? Regardless, time to head back to the video store and rest for a bit. Then I'll think about the next steps. Fine. Ruin all my fun. Okay. Actually, I just... video store. Hi.
I've been waiting for you for quite some time.
I'm sorry, I was busy. Hello, welcome to Random Play. How can I help you?
We meet again, Master Proxy.
We just said you were waiting for me, and you knew where, where my business was, so of course we did.
I imagine you've already managed to gain some info from the conspirators. About some people who wish to use sacrifice to launch an attack on New Eridu.
Yes. You know about that?
So you know about that? I only just found out myself.
Because I've been watching you this entire time.
Uh-huh.
I know many things. But unlike those hypocrites, I'm willing to share info with you to show my sincere hopes of working together.
Okay.
I need to find Bringer's belongings.
Bringer's belongings?
Bringer's belongings? Did he even leave anything behind?
Oh, he did. I have complete confidence in my intelligence network. All the more reason for you to work with me. You've probably already guessed, but what Bringer left behind will be crucial for cracking the alleged sacrifice attack.
Okay.
Find it, and we'll finally know what they are after.
What do you mean? Who do you mean by they?
Who do you mean by they?
The Exaltists, of course. They're always lurking whenever something related to sacrifice comes up. Actually, the Exaltists and I, we have a bit of shared history.
Are you a former member?
But no more than that until you officially agree to work with me.
All right, I agree to work with you.
Splendid. I like people who don't mess around. By the way, might I ask, you're not proficient at in-hollow combat, are you?
Nope. Proxy, after all.
Well, you know, I'm a proxy after all.
As I expected. Not to worry. You're an invaluable proxy. All I require is for you to guide me. I mean, not even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the hollows.
Yeah. What did you just say?
Hang on. What did you just say? Your darling Lord Phaethon?
That's right. The best proxy in all of New Eridu. Lord Phaethon.
Okay. Your spirit just kind of turned real fast there.
Don't tell me you don't like him.
Huh. It's not that I don't like him.
It's not that I don't like him. It's just, it's a little complicated.
Well, if it's not that you don't like him, then that means you do like him, right? And I know exactly how you feel. My love for Lord Phaethon is really complicated, too. Great, you're a fan of Lord Phaethon, too. But that makes sense. All of New Eridu ought to be fans of Lord Phaethon.
I'm not a fan.
How should I put this? I'm not really a fan of Phaethon.
I get it. You're ashamed. Because you love him so much. I went through a phase like that once. But it's okay to be brave and admit your love.
I'm guessing at some point during this conversation he's just gonna have to admit it.
Relax. I'm with you as you make your journey, fellow fan.
After unexpectedly joining Vivian's informal fan club, listen to her go on about her love of Lord Phaethon for nearly an hour.
Oh my. Once I start talking about Lord Phaethon, I just can't help myself. Look at the time. I suppose that's all for today then. I'll be in touch with more news.
Right. I was so caught up in chatting with a fellow fan that I almost forgot why I'm here. I found out where the remainder of Bringer's belongings ended up. They should be hidden in a hollow near the outer ring. I'll need you to make some preparations. Let's meet up in Blazewood later. Don't worry, I'll protect you, Proxy. I won't let you get hurt. Speaking of, because I gathered the information from my intelligence network, of course. I may look this way, but I'm not. But I've got a pretty impressive job, and I know many secrets. Since we agreed to work together, I must foil the Exaltus schemes. Whatever they're planning, I'll stop them. This time, I absolutely cannot. Look, just think of it as my personal beef with Exaltus. Whatever the case, we're on the same side here. It's getting late. I need to go back and make some preparations. See you in Blazewood. Vivian leaves in a hurry. She seems rather reluctant to discuss her relationship with the Exaltus in detail. Alright, are you sure you want to head straight into the Hollow? Or should we use the old trick and connect to Eos instead? That'd be a bit safer. But if we connect to Eos, Vivian might recognize us. After all, she's our fan. Let's just go in. Don't worry, I have you with me. If you say so, Wise. Alright, but if anything happens, you have to stay safe. Even though we can stay in touch at any time, I'll still worry. I'll get myself out if anything happens. Vivian will protect me. Good. If anything goes wrong, I'll get back up for you right away. Alright, let's take a break for now and wait for Vivian to contact us. After some time, a message from Vivian arrives. Time to head to Blazewood to meet her. Alright, 1 second. I think I need to check something real quick. Okay, never mind. It's just. Sorry, for a second I thought my model had set, like, froze up some or something. So I just want to, like, make sure it was still functioning right. Blazewood. Upper level 2. Okay. Right.
Proxy, you're here too.
I didn't expect to run into you here.
Okay. What are you two doing here?
What are you two doing here? And what's with the new outfit, Ambi?
What do you mean, what's with it?
I'm here to investigate that incident.
You recall the incident you experienced with ambient trigger. The relevant details have been recorded as tapes and logged into the video archive. If you have time, you should go and refresh your memory with them. No, because we ended up doing that before I actually realized it was a storyline thing, so yeah, we kind of know what's going on there.
I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps demanding me to prove my identity. So, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her dressed like this. Now that everything is completely finished, this uniform doesn't really represent anything in particular. For me, it's just another outfit now.
Well, it actually does look really cool.
We all have to move on someday.
I'm helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is caught. Ah, and who's this young lady?
Here's Vivian, she's my friend.
This is my friend, Vivian. We're here investigating a few things ourselves.
Ambi, one of the Cunning Hair's most powerful members. And Trigger, an Opal Squad sniper. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
You know us?
Looks like someone's done our homework. Is it because of the proxy?
You two are practically celebrities. And because of my work, I've got loads of info when it comes to anyone with a name around New Eridu.
I see. Seems you're handling your work well.
Let's prepare to enter the Hollow. Unless you have any further questions, we'll be taking our leave now.
You're going into a hollow? Proxy, you plan on going in like that?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. I've recovered quite a bit lately, so I don't need any protective equipment in the hollows.
You shoot a wink at Ambi and Trigger, who both notice your signal and don't ask any more questions. Right at that moment, a rather familiar-looking lady appears.
Huh. Aren't you that lady from before at the auction?
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again, young lady.
What? What the hell?
Vivian, are you alright? You look depressed.
Are you okay, Vivian?
What's wrong, Vivian? Are you feeling all right?
It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment there.
Okay.
So then, what are you doing here?
Don't worry. I'm not here to scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone.
Don't tell me. You're my contact for intel?
That's me. Ambi from Silver Squad, I presume? Pleasure to meet you. All right. I'm going to exchange some information with Miss Ambi here. So if you'll excuse me.
Selena steps to the side with Ambi as they discuss something. Meanwhile, you look at Vivian with some concern. You aren't looking so good.
You aren't looking so good. What's the matter?
I can tell you later, but not right now.
Okay.
Okay, that's all the information I got for you. In return, I want you to do something for me. Take me into the Hollow. I left something very valuable inside. I have to find it.
Seeing as we were just about to go in ourselves, why not join us?
It's fine by me. But didn't you say you were investigating something?
It's fine. There's no rush. Right, Master Proxy.
Yeah, there's no rush.
Huh? Yeah, there really is no rush. Sure, let's all go together.
It'll be safer with more people, and we'll find your missing item more quickly.
Thank you.
Alright. To the Hollow. Wait, to the Hollow. Yeah. Why am I not? Okay, I just realized where my brain was going wrong on that. I'm like, why does it need me to go this direction? Don't I just need to go to the van? I'm like, dumbass, you're not jumping into EOS, you're going in person. As I'm so unfamiliar with him actually just going in himself. I just kind of saw this dude, I'm like, I probably should help him out real quick. After some tense and exciting repairs, the Bangbu is back on its feet again. Oh, thank you so much, kind stranger. Otherwise I'd be laying here for a long time again. Sorry for this awkward scene, but ever since I was delivered to the Outer Ring, I've had to search around for updated parts that got discarded. It may look a piece of junk now, but I used to be a maintenance assistant, so I can't put even the most outdated parts to good use. Oh, so I can put the most outdated parts to use. Okay. But unfortunately, people tend to buy new stuff instead of repairing damaged stuff, as it's more convenient, so I was delivered here along with all those parts. Do you need anything? You've already helped me a lot. Even though I'm an outdated Bangbu, I will find a way to survive somehow. Thank you so much today. You're a kind person, and good fortune will always favor you. Oh, how nice. Alright, to the Hollow. Come on, there we go. Like, oh, let me get close up there. Why did you suddenly decide to help some? Proxy, do you believe in fate? I believe what you said before about the chosen. I do. I see. I've always thought that predetermined fate is a very sad thing. Proxy, I actually... No, it's nothing. Let's hurry and head into the Hollow. Okay. This will be interesting. She fell with an umbrella. There's no true umbrella now. I was like that.
If only the battlefield was just another scene in a movie.
Okay, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. Oh, I do get to fight his.
Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating?
Okay.
Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore. What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
What's down here? Or is this literally where we came from? No, it's actually probably where we're gonna loop back to, is the way it looks. Alright.
Gotcha covered. Recalibrating.
Mind the blind spot. Wide open.
Adjusting for wind.
Right on cue.
Let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
This is the place.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this. I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
Do you remember the legendary artist mentioned by the host during the previous auction? Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Sounds like quite the nice story, right? In reality, these art collectors are to blame for his death. Those pompous big shots discovered his talent and even wanted him to craft forgeries of famous works. Someone as proud as him would never agree to such a thing. Not only did he refuse, he also wanted to expose their schemes. And some days later, he suddenly took his own life. I knew him. He would never do something like that. Those big shots silenced him. How do you know all this? Because that legendary artist was my husband, Mara's father. My condolences. Thank you, but I might not need it anymore. So who exactly are those big shots you're talking about? Given the circumstances, it's fine to tell you. It's the Ravenlock family. The matter I just discussed with Miss Amby is also related to them. The collectible you asked me to bid on earlier, I should probably return it to you. Don't worry about it. But isn't it your husband's final work? That's fine. Our bond doesn't need to be anchored to any object, and I don't need these works to remember him. It's much better off in your hands than someone like Hartman's. Proxy, may I speak with Miss Selena alone for a moment? Of course. Vivian and Selena step aside and discuss something in private. Alright, regarding the matter of finding the ring, I'm entrusting it to you. It's my wedding ring. I would be extremely, extremely grateful to you. Close enough to it. Alright. This looks a little too convenient to set up. You found some food left in the hollow for unknown reasons. Clearly there's no sign of the ring Selena's looking for amongst these items. Proxy, if you're hungry, I bought some food with me. Thanks, I'm not hungry. Okay, you can't eat those. You can't eat those even if you were starving.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
This here's we go. I'm just kind of looking around each side of all of it. Yeah, maybe we'll get to that thing by going this way. Kind of hearing the thing in the background the whole time. I was like, I want to just go open it so it'll stop making noises. Oh. Or it might have actually been this one that I was hearing. Anywho, we're gonna go over here now. You find a plush toy. After squeezing and kneading it thoroughly, you realize it doesn't have what you're looking for. No one would hide a ring inside the stuffing of a plush toy, right? Don't worry, there's nothing inside. I've already gone through it.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
Huh.
It's pretty cute.
Just wanted to get those boxes out. Okay, my bad. You're not telling me to go down there. You're telling me to go over to this bench. That's more leftover food. You find a lunchbox. After bracing yourself, you crack it open and peek inside. Whether lucky or unlucky, the box is empty. No one would put a ring in a lunchbox. It would spoil the taste. Is that the main concern?
It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
Okay, now we're going down here. Find some scattered oiled barrels. After carefully searching, you find nothing seemingly all resembling the ring inside them. This night I actually want to find this so-called ring. What do you mean? She said she was looking for the wedding ring, but she also said she doesn't need any objects to remind her of her, to remind her husband, remind her of her husband. We've been searching here for so long and found nothing at all. Maybe the ring never existed in the first place. It was just an excuse. Let's go back.
What's wrong with you? You seemed worried for a while now.
I'm worried about Sienna.
The location should still be safe.
I hope so.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so that would have had us look back around this way. Alrighty. Wakey. Okay, there we go. By the time you return, you discover Selena with her eyes closed peacefully.
Her vital signs are gone.
Oh. I thought they just knocked her out or something.
What happened?
I guess this was her final scam.
Shortly after. Oh, shortly before.
There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here. That's my plan.
What about your daughter?
I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance. Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter.
Okay.
It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this, but it's something I must do. I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life. If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
After saying this, Vivian falls silent for a moment.
She was betting that we'd help her.
So, you were aware of this the whole time?
Yes. Because I saw it.
Vivian falls silent for a moment, as if recalling the memory of back when she shed tears in front of Selena.
You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters.
Evan using those opportunities to try to stop whatever's gonna happen.
That's all I've ever been able to see.
It's all that kid's fault!
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth!
How unlucky.
She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
What a bunch of a-holes.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry.
After recounting the stories of her past, Vivian stays silent for a long time, as if struggling to break free from the shackles of those dark memories.
Every time it's the same. In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things. Or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
It's not your fault.
Vivian, it's not your fault.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
Yeah.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone.
So, Miss Vivian, do you always cry when you have a prophecy? Yes, every time a prophecy appears, I can't help but shed tears. I used to wonder if I could just hold back my tears, then maybe these bad things wouldn't happen. But I just can't do it. No matter how hard I try, I just can't. You're being too hard on yourself. Vivian falls silent for a moment, seemingly unwilling to continue the topic. Selena said that the compensation for the Ravenlock family's hollow corruption insurance is enough to settle her daughter. And settle her daughter, Mira, for life. Though it's hard to imagine the notoriously stingy Hartman engaging in such a money-losing business. Maybe Tops demands it. Yeah, I think so too. Actually, there have been rumors that the Ravenlock family had fallen out of favor with Tops for a while now. That's why they're becoming so desperate after, afraid of being abandoned by the mighty Tops. Selena is actually a skilled intelligence broker. She retired from the business a while ago. I see. No wonder she was able to gather classified information. She said she tried many ways, but everything was useless unless the untouchable Ravenlock. Well, useless against the untouchable Ravenlock family. She still couldn't avenge her lover. But I believe everything she did was meaningful. The same goes for you, Miss Vivian. Everyone, it seems there are ethereals nearby. Not safe to linger. Let's keep moving forward.
Roxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
That's quite the sudden question. I think that it can.
Despite a bad ending, once the cameras...
Is that so?
Hey. So we're just waiting for a body to get corrupted or something?
In my memory, this has happened countless times already. I only see these misfortunes. Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness? Roxy, the fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
Oh, okay, never mind, that's where I came from. Alright.
Valid. It's time.
The target's weary. Adjusting for wind.
A sound strategy. Now you pay.
Quick shot. Increase firepower.
Loyalty.
Fire support ready.
I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you.
She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you.
Triggering Ambi leave.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
Let's wait until you feel comfortable.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian, but we can talk more once you feel ready. Don't worry, I'm very patient.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. I'd be happy to share my story with you. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations. But every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
Kind of better to have you around. More help, can possibly, have a chance of, changing those premonitions. Why would I be offended?
Why would I be offended? That's just who you are, Vivian. Besides, we're friends.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
I think it's a gift.
It's not a curse. Actually, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really. Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look.
So his stuff just happens to be close by, or, we're already doing stuff. Sure. Alright. So I'm always, curious when they've got, areas behind me. If there's, something, hidden, but... It's a little odd those are so close together. Wish I could chance the game if I wanted me to actually do stop there for zip arms. Like, let me explore. I'm not done the pool yet. I see. We'll just kind of... Oh, wait, okay, no. We'll just kind of head back on Vermont. There we go. Found it. The vein machine. Bringer's belongings are probably stashed away in there. Away the vending machine. That's the intelligence I got. Maybe Bringer thought this was a good spot. Anyway, let's look around first. You search the vending machine up and down, but find nothing.
Looks like it isn't in here.
Probably expecting me to head over this way. I was like, nope, I'm just gonna do my own thing. Hey, check more vending machines. I knew it. There must be other vending machines nearby. This should be the one. Bear's belongings. What could they be? You search the vending machine from in front of you thoroughly. Still nothing.
Strange. There's nothing in here.
I go to one baboon. Jeez, you only got one that looks really different. Maybe. Proxy, I have a feeling. Bear's belongings are definitely inside this vending machine in front of us. I believe you. Alright, let's search it thoroughly. You carefully search the vending machine and still find nothing. Just as you're about to give up, you kick the vending machine by accident. Where a drink would normally roll out, a worn out notebook appears instead. Wow, Master Proxy, so this is how it's done. You're leagues ahead of professional intelligence brokers. Bringer's notebook, old and worn out looking, it seems to have a lot of locations of interest marked down. Notebook. Okay, yeah. Anywho. It's a notebook.
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind. But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
We would flip through Bringer's notebook together, ignoring the surrounding danger for some time, until the shriek of an ethereal suddenly rings out nearby. However, a moment later, a strange yet familiar figure materializes to block the ethereal, disposing of it with ease.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while. Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
I would have protected the Proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
Hang on. Did you say companion? So you two know each other?
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before. I'm actually part of the Phantom Thieves Syndicate, Mockingbird.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections so you could get backstage and tamper with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day. So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
Can't make sense.
I guess that makes sense.
Your trust is most appreciated. Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships with outstanding proxies, like yourself.
Okay.
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate.
Alright, I'm listening.
We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth. People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by. Of course, besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair. Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
All right, that makes sense.
I followed that.
I can agree with that.
Thank you. I knew if anyone, you'd understand.
Are they gonna become playable characters at some point?
However, aside from these philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with. As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu.
Which is absolutely terrible.
We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a highly competitive deal. We share the same goal for the moment, stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
Yes. Need some time to think about it.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon along with you? He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would put you more at ease, right? Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
As I think my main group, which consists of 2 HSO members and a PubSec member. Well, those are the terms.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along, then you've got a deal.
Great. It's a deal. By the way, Proxy, this is for you.
A collectible gift. A collectible gifted by Vivian looks like an expensive and exquisite piece of art, but seems hollow inside. Might that mess with its value? You trying to put a tracker on me? You know, like this thing just like pops open and you know. Or it could be like a locket of some kind, I don't know.
Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
Okay.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.
No, I know. They put the sacrifice cord inside it. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just making up random speculations. After leaving the Hollow, Hugo and the others return to the video store. Alright. Oh. I was trying to figure out, I'm like, why does this seem like a weird angle? I didn't realize it's because I'm running around as Hugo. Okay, so yeah, it's actually kind of cool if they sit there and make him like a playable character. Along with like Vivian and all that. But it's kind of those things where it kind of feels like each time they introduce part of the story, you end up getting like the current banner characters, and then after those banners end up ending, you probably end up like landing on getting a couple of the other characters. Like I have a feeling Trigger, Vivian, and Hugo here are gonna probably end up being playable characters. Probably like, well, I don't know if I want to say next banner, cause I don't know. Like, would they probably make like Trigger and Vivian into like A ranks and Hugo and S rank, or would Vivian also be considered an S rank, or Trigger for that factor? I don't know. Random speculation. Okay. Don't like how they sit there and like, you have to enter at this exact angle to sit there and start the conversation. I guess it does kind of make sense, you know, if it's gonna be like, well, use just like a cutscene kind of thing. Since we're already at the video store, should we ask Master Proxy to recommend some films? My apologies everyone, but I need to take my leave and go take care of my art gallery now. So you actually own a gallery. I also need a convenient social identity for various reasons. The title of gallery owner works quite well. Alright, I'll stay with Master Proxy for a bit longer. But Hugo, you've been oddly busy lately. You're not hiding something from me, are you? Well, shortly before, Okay, so they actually had a reason for making me play as him. Investigating. What up, dude? Well, if it isn't our dear collector, Mr. Hugo. Long time no see. I assume you finished the task I asked you to do, yes? Done as promised. I've already found buyers for the goods you gave me. No shortage of big names among them. Of course, I also recommended your gallery to them as instructed, and spread the word about it in the circle. But getting rid of all this exquisite stuff so suddenly, you're not in trouble, are you? If you have funding issues, I'm also your guy. I got friends who offer loan services. Thank you for your concern, but my cash flow is very healthy, and I have more than just as you may. And I have more than just you as my middleman. In essence, I'm just looking to boost my gallery's reputation in the scene. I see, those rare pieces in your collection definitely caught a few eyes. I'm sure they're all looking forward to collaborating with you. Thank you for your kind words. Alright, it's getting late. I should head off now. See you next time. Now, time to find that guy. I remember him mentioning that he would dress up in something more presentable this time. Let's meet at Luna Square. Well, you see, that's the thing. I'm not 100% sure if they're gonna be like straight up, serious man. I'm gonna weigh my bets on the casual young man. Yes. When the musician's third string breaks, the gatekeeper whispers to me, which hand hides the coin for the underground ferryman? Huh? Are you still LARPing at your age? I thought only people my age would like it. Sorry, my mistake. Fine. Don't let me. If it's that guy, I'm gonna be annoyed. Fine. When the mission's third string breaks, the gatekeepers whisper to me, which hand hides the coin for the underworld ferryman. The left hand holds death, the right hand holds deception, but the raven has always flown away with the answer. I can't get over the embarrassment every time I say this. It's quite poetic, isn't it? The meeting with Hartman has been scheduled. He'll be waiting for you in that same private suite. Or should I say waiting for Hugo, the renowned collector and gallery owner. Thanks, I knew I could count on you. Still, I have to ask, you're not looking to make the Ravenlocks your enemy, are you? And if I say I am, not like I can stop you anyway. You've already caused a scene at the auction. That Robo Hero stunt. I can't believe you came up with that. Harmon's been on the move lately. That organ trafficking case from before is linked to him too. I also heard that they're dropping big money on some kind of drug research. The Ravenlocks have always been a bunch of cold-blooded bastards doing all kinds of messed up things. They make your blood boil and swept everything under the rug with money and power, leaving the victims with no justice. But Hartman, he's the worst of the bunch. Rumor says that he's personally took out the previous heir and clawed his way to the throne. I know, relax. I don't plan on clashing with him head on. If we're not, I don't want to witness Mockingbird's folly of trying to crack a stone with an egg. I prefer to see it as more of a gambit. I can never win an argument against you anyway. Don't forget, the Ravenlock family is in bed with those exaltist lunatics. Who knows what awful scheme they've been cooking up lately. In any case, as your old friend, I sincerely wish you all the best. Thank you. By the way, how is Lycagon doing lately? I haven't seen him in a while. What, I know you two split up, but it's been years. Are you still not over it? Don't know, don't care. If there's nothing else, I'll get going now. Alright, fine. Good luck. The students nearby seem to be having an intense discussion, and you hear a familiar name. So that Mockingjay Phantom Thief Syndicate only looks flashy, but hasn't actually accomplished anything, right? Tops remains unshakable, and those big families are just a step away from getting total control. It's possible that even the mayor can't keep them in check. But does a mere existence of the Mockingbird serve as some kind of warning? Every time they release a crime warning letter, fear erupts among these evildoers. Really? But what can they actually change? In the end, it's probably just a game. To the big shots, Mockingbird is like a fly. Annoying, but not deadly, so they just let it be. So what do you think should happen? If you ask me, you have to dismantle everything from within if you truly want change. Without power or influence, it's all futile. The first step towards being accumulating resources by any means necessary, and if possible, join tops. After all, to establish a new order, the old one must be demolished, just like how creation requires destruction. That sounds exactly like something a villain would say. If it's really possible to join tops, many would probably defect immediately. True, who would turn down money? So it's our time. It's almost time to meet with Hartman. Time to go. Hello. Your invitation has been confirmed. Esteemed guest, would you like to enter the private suite now? Yes. Oh, one sec. Stretch. I need to stretch real quick. Arrogant man. You're one who has business with Master Hartman? Correct. Master Hartman's time is extremely valuable, and he has graced you with this meeting amid his busy schedule. I sincerely hope you bring something substantial to the family. Don't worry. I stand here precisely because I have enough leverage. You had better.
How about it? Will you work with me?
No.
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
No.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe, a place nobody else but me knows. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with Tops. I know that far too well.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a phantom thief who's never publicly revealed his identity, shouldn't that be sufficient assurance? If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, you have a deal.
I appreciate your trust.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast?
Altman calls over a waiter and pours out 2 glasses with some expensive-looking deep crimson liquid. He lifts his glass and nods to Hugo before drinking it in one gulp. Hugo flashes a smug grin as he follows suit and takes a gulp.
Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family tradition. It's good luck.
As an outsider, it's a real honor.
I would have thought that would have been
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you? Shouldn't all your companions agree to this deal first?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
Seems you'll do whatever it takes to get things done. Great things lie ahead for someone like you. All right, let's leave it at that for today. I'll contact you about what to do next.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Father! We have to punish him!
Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Hugo, did you do all this?
Yes, it was me.
You should take the blame.
I killed her.
He admitted it! Father, he must be expelled!
He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then? Nobody would ever know.
You children are twisted.
Hugo, well done.
Huh?
My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top. Like Hugo here, who was willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought. Only someone with the means and the gumption to do that is qualified to be my heir.
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are obvious. The winner of this month's assessment is Hugo. As for the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you deserve.
Seems like a really twisted place.
Father! Before this, I was #1.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser, even if it's by the smallest margin. And there's no reason for a loser to exist. This is all for your own good. Do you understand? Go on now. Receive your punishment for the sake of the family.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
That's a kind of messed up childhood.
That really brought up some unpleasant memories. It won't be long. Soon, it'll all be over.
On the other side, after Hugo leaves, Proxy, you look like you have something to say. It's about that chosen one. Well, truth is, we've always wanted the chance to work with you. Hugo said you're the best proxy he's ever met. The chosen proxy. You know that words? Chosen one. Fine, I believe you. By the way, are you free now? If you're not busy, would you mind taking a walk outside with me? Anywhere is fine. You arrive at Lumina Square with Vivian. Take a walk with Vivian. Okay.
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. Today was quite eventful. If I were to head back now, I probably wouldn't be able to fall asleep. You're a child that only brings misfortune.
Oh, stop with that.
People have been saying that about me for a long time. I used to feel hurt and resentful. But now that I think about it, it's perfectly normal for people to react that way.
Just trying to make sure you don't have anything else you're gonna say. Oh. It's on the other side of this. Okay.
Why do I only predict suffering?
I don't know.
If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more? Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny. But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all. So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift. Thank you, Proxy.
No problem.
I'm so glad to have met you. And you're also a fan of Lord Nathan. It's like we were fated to meet.
Just wait when you find out that I am Faithin.
I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame. I don't need to worry about anything, and can just be my own true self. Perhaps people really do possess an aura, and ours just so happen to be extremely compatible. By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past.
Okay.
But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family. I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly.
Yeah, probably.
I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
Yes. What's your take on Hugo?
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Something he'll never tell me. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something. Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person. I think one day he'll tell me his secret. Until then, I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.
After chatting with for a while, you say goodnight to Vivian. It's getting late. Time to head back to the video store and get some proper rest. Okay, one quick minute, I gotta hit the restroom. So we're just gonna kinda move to be right back real quick. Which, yeah, I'll be right back real quick, just gotta hit the restroom real quick. See you shortly. Okay. Sorry for the wait, everybody. It's like I had quick restroom break, gave my cat some attention, grabbed something to drink, and then had to go take an antibiotic. But yeah, let's continue this. Why is you're a bit late today? I had a long check with Vivian. I had a chat about life with a friend. A long chat with Vivian. I see. Well, it's getting late. You should call it a day, Wise. Once Vivian and the others get in touch, we'll have a lot to investigate. Wise, Vivian contacted us. She said you'll be investigating the Hollow tomorrow. Beside her, Hugo and Lexicon, Ambi, and whoever we recommend before will also be joining this operation. Hugo, Lexicon, Ambi. Okay, she'll explain the details when she comes to pick you up at the video store tomorrow. But are you still planning on heading straight into the Hollow like you did the last few times? I'm used to it. Vivian and the others will protect me. Alright, with so many friends around this time, you should be in good hands. I've been in good hands the last couple times too. I'll wait for you at home then. No matter what happens, remember, safety first. Now let's get some rest. After a good night's rest, the next morning arrives as promised. Good morning, Proxy. Long story short, we're analyzing the locations marked in Burr's notebook and found no pattern between the coordinates, but they all seem well hidden. Ego suspects that we might find something stashed at the coordinates, but it's unclear whether it will be pleasant or terrifying. In any case, we need to investigate. Our destination today is the Ballet Towers. Let's head there together.
It appears we're the first to arrive.
Oops. Sorry.
This might sound weird, but it's nice to think about getting to work with you from now on. I don't really know why that makes me feel so happy. Oh! It's because we're fellow fans! Anyone who likes Lord Phaethon can't be a bad guy.
I'm so curious when, it's gonna end up slipping that he's Phaethon.
You're right.
Of course, Lord Phaethon is the greatest there will ever be, but you're definitely the best Proxy I've ever met in person. Hugo told me before that you're really skilled, and he said we'd get along great. I never expected he'd be so right. Oh, by the way, would you like to come by my place if you have time later?
Huh?
I have a huge collection of Lord Phaethon merch.
Does Phaethon really have merch?
Phaethon, Lord Phaethon, doesn't have any merch out there, right? I mean, we don't even know what he looks like, for starters.
It's all my own original merch. Like screenshots of old Internet comments. I print them out and turn them into postcards. Plus the avatars Lord Phaethon's used, the music playlists they recommend. I've organized it all. I'd love to show it all to you if we get the chance.
Right. I appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate the thought.
Speaking of which, what's taking those two so long? Hugo said he had some preparations to do before entering the Hollow. I wonder how that's coming along.
Meanwhile, Hugo is preparing for the upcoming operation in another part of Lumina. Same old routine, shopping first. About time to stock up on chocolate anyways. The chocolate. Rations, Balvar, and those chocolate coins. I'll take all of them in a bag, thank you. At this moment, a familiar figure appears. Hugo? Oh, what a coincidence. Didn't expect to see you here. Evidently, I didn't expect it either, otherwise I would have chosen a different store. Are you preparing for an operation? Are you blind? Oh, by the way, thank you for joining us this time, and letting your combat prowess. If you could refrain from revealing our secrets to your dear master, that would be perfect. The manager went over this with me. You have my word that as long as your actions do not cause harm, I will keep everything secret. How awfully kind of you. Alright, I'm short on time, so I'll be off now. Enjoy your shopping. Alright. Got emergency meds from the pharmacy. Emergency medication needs restocking too. Guess I'll stick to the ones I'm used to. At this moment, a familiar figure appears once again. You know what, like... If I were in your shoes and foresaw an awkward encounter with a former partner, I'd choose to go away. Time is short, and this is the only pharmacy around. Besides, I don't see any need to avoid you. It's like everywhere you're going. Yeah, tune RW engines on 6th Street. So yeah, it's like you guys might as well just fucking travel together, take care of your work, like your prep beforehand.
This is getting to be more than just a coincidence, don't you think? Or perhaps you are actually stalking me.
You guys used to be partners. You use the same places to end up, probably still hold down the same, familiar routines.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Okay, this is something I've actually been kind of thinking about, and I've wanted to point it out the last couple of times. Mockingbird is supposed to be this secret group of, like, well, maybe not so secret, but, it's supposed to be, like, a group of, like, master thieves. Why would you openly advertise that on your fucking shirt? Especially when you're supposed to be, like, some big wig with an art gallery.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
We just make it a habit to check the state of our weapons prior to combat.
Thanks for that little reminder. I almost forgot.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us. I never expected for us to have a chance to enjoy some pleasant conversation like this. Without our weapons drawn, that is. It really has been too long. I still remember when we first established Mockingbird.
Indeed. That was a long time ago.
Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
He must have known about his condition for some time. He even left us with instructions. Passing peacefully in your sleep is the most natural way to go. I'm happy for him. By the way, Lycon, have you given it any thought yet?
You mean about our guild for Phantom Thieves?
Yeah. It's time for us to build an organization of our own. Jack always supported the idea, didn't he?
I don't have any objections. But what should we call it then?
How about Mockingbird? It's a bird known for mimicking the calls of others to blend in. The same way we don high society roles for ourselves when we're out on a mission. Oh, oops. I nearly forgot. You're a terrible actor, and you're always flubbing your lines. I guess we can rule out that name then.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just putting on an act, aren't we? I won't slip up on our next mission. Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have a name. Having one now won't really make a difference.
No. It does make a difference, Lycon. And I don't just want a name. I want Mockingbird to become a symbol, like the sword of Damocles hanging over everyone's heads, striking fear into the hearts of the rich and cruel whenever they hear the name. Just like Jack used to say, this world isn't fair. So that's why we have to influence it however we can, and change things in our own way.
But on the basis of not causing harm to other people's lives. That's also what Jack used to say. You remember, don't you?
Of course I remember. All right, I promise.
That sounded pretty forced. Don't forget, things don't end well for people who break their oaths.
I'm good for my word. You must trust your fellow companions. That's also something Jack would say. Well then, today's the day that Mockingbird will officially start flying. Our first order of business, deciding on our symbol.
You go like a gun, share a rare moment of peaceful reminiscence. Meanwhile, on the proxy side, the others joining the operation finally arrive.
Looks like we're all here. Hugo, you're late again.
Do forgive me. Someone was pestering me and wasting my precious time.
Wow. Alright, other than familiar faces, we also have a new friend joining us for this operation. It seems that Miss Amby is the reinforcements recommended by the manager. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Hugo. Hello. The proxy has already updated me on the necessary information. Rest assured, I will keep it confidential. So before entering the Hollow, let's confirm the mission objective once again. We'll be heading to one of the coordinates marked in Burr's notebook and searching the area. Based on relevant information, these coordinates may contain secrets related to the Exaltus there. These could be treasures or something awful. We have to explore and find out. If there are no further questions, let's begin now.
I didn't expect the coordinates in Bringer's notes to lead here.
So, are you familiar with this place?
In position.
More familiar than you, it seems.
Proxy, if they're being too noisy, then I take action.
Off sound. Okay. Down we go. What's behind
I
the
don't
giant
enjoy
door?
obstacles in my path. Can we not bust the door open?
You can try.
Just check around.
Master Proxy, we need to find a power source to activate the door. The generator room should be nearby.
Just make sure
Over
there's no,
here.
like, hidden chests or anything like that. Around.
Wow, you really know this place like the back of your paw.
Oh.
Master Proxy, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's something wrong with the circuit. It seems to be blocked.
Don't tell me. Victoria Housekeeping's high and mighty attendants can't even fix a simple circuit.
I can fix it, but I'll need a circuit diagram before I can do anything. I've seen diagrams for this type of circuit before. It's a pity that we're unable to connect to the outside world from inside the Hollow.
Just leave that problem to me.
Just leave that problem to me.
Wise, I just sent an image of a circuit diagram to you. Have a look.
Thank you very much, Master Proxy. Now then, let's start repairing this circuit.
Mr. Proxy, I've organized a circuit-related modules. You just need to connect them the same way as you've done before. Oh.
The circuit is fixed. We should now be able to open that door.
Wait up. Wait a second. Something just doesn't add up. It's all coming together now. Communicating with the outside world from within a hollow. And getting that circuit diagram. In theory, there's only one person who could ever do that. Lord Phaethon? Impossible. There's no way. But then again, only Phaethon could have done that. I mean, you're an incredible proxy, sure. And you're a good person. But could you really be Lord Phaethon?
That's me. I'm Phaethon. Sorry, I just never had the opportunity to tell you.
Unbelievable. Lord Phaethon, I've been your biggest fan for years now. Goodness me, Lord Phaethon was right in front of me all along, and I had no idea. This is like a dream. Could you, I mean, if you're willing, could you please give me an autograph and a group photo and...
Let's plan tour out of the hollow first.
Anything you want, but let's get out of the hollow first, alright?
Oh, okay. Sorry, guess I got a little too excited.
Anyone would be enraptured meeting someone they admire that much.
Yeah, if I ever met my favorite movie director, I'd be the same.
We should keep moving. This isn't the best place for idle chit-chat.
The door's finally open.
It's like I could have kept playing that off. I'm like, it's gonna get her. It's like I actually was like, yeah, let's just kind of get that reveal just because I want to see her reaction. What the hell is up with that?
The proxy is Phaethon. Phaethon is the proxy. This is a dream. I never went to wake up.
The fissure over there should lead to our destination.
I really want to know what the hell's up with this whole thing. I see no chests around, so I'll just keep going.
Lycon, your fighting style wasn't so reserved in the past.
I've matured.
You call this mature? You're just being pretentious.
It's time. Right over.
A difficult foe, that one. Let us leave this place at once. Ensuring Master Proxy's safety is our highest priority.
Off balance. I won't let anything happen to you, Lord Phaethon. Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling? Are you tired? Do you need a break? Some food? Water?
Oh, okay. I'm like, where the hell is this?
Thank you for your concern. I'm fine.
Oh, okay, can't just like shortcut it now, but alright. Alright, control panel. blocked off by a complicated mechanism.
Master, a complex mechanism has been detected ahead. To pass through, you need to activate all 3 smaller mechanisms. Suggestion: split up and handle them simultaneously to save time.
What? So we gotta cover 3 different places.
So, we have to head to 3 different places to crack this thing.
Huh? We're splitting into 3 groups? In that case, I'll protect you, Master Proxy!
I can take care of one myself.
That leaves the last one to me, then.
You should go with Hugo.
What's that supposed to mean? We get along just fine, don't we, Miss Cunninghair?
I don't know what's going on with you two, but you've been bickering the whole time. It's annoying. This is a good chance for you guys to build some rapport.
Ambi's got a point. Hugo, just go with Lycon.
You just want to be alone with your Lord Faithin, don't you, Vivian?
Huh? That's not it!
Alright, sounds like a plan. It's all decided then.
If Master Proxy says so, then sure. But, Lycon, you better not slow me down.
I really want to recommend you two some movies for a crash course on teamwork.
So if there's no other objective, let's proceed with the science squads. Really enjoy posing as a leader, don't you? I believe everyone is well aware that within the Hollow, Master Proxy is the only leader. Do you enjoy arguing like this? Does it make you happy? Clearly it doesn't, Miss Ambi. Lord Faithin, are you tired? Would you like to rest for a moment? Oh, fine, let's keep moving. As the proxy said, let's make it quick, friends.
Lord Faithin, there are too many ethereals here.
Okay, I leave the door to you. Don't worry, I'll take care of these ethereals. I will not let these ethereals touch Lord Faithin. You need to light up all the data points. Failing to light up all the data points, we'll start. Oh. Okay, my bad. I thought I just didn't rather need to film the whole entire grid. But didn't we just seal them in? Two consoles.
Sure enough, Lord Faithin and I share a deeper connection. Sorry. I hope I'm not being too forward. Goodness me. Somehow I'm fighting alongside Lord Faithin. It's like all my dreams are coming true.
Okay, okay.
I'm going to
Relax.
wake up any second now, aren't I?
Unreal.
No, this isn't a dream. I'm real. See? You can even hold my hand.
Not only is Lord Faithin incredible, but super kind. That's it. I pledge to be a die-hard Lord Phaethon fan until my very last breath.
Okay, now. I'm happy to hear that. Why do you like Phaethon?
I'm happy to hear that. Don't get me wrong, but why do you like Phaethon so much, Vivian?
Oh, my model is glitching the hell out a lot.
Lord Phaethon is my light. The one who saved me in my darkest, most desperate times. Like a deity who rescued me. You probably don't remember, but you really did save me that day.
What day?
Well, it's so embarrassing to say all this in front of you. Sorry. I hope I'm not bothering you too much.
Not at all. Thank you for your support.
No, you're not a bother at all. Thank you for your loyal support.
I should be the one thanking you. Just being able to see Lord Phaethon makes me the luckiest person in the whole world. Sorry to keep babbling like this. I wonder how the others are doing. I'm sure Anby will be able to manage. She's great at this kind of stuff. But as for Hugo and Lycon, let's just hope they don't get into a fight with each other. Mind the blind spot.
Final step is to operate this console. Just like in the movies, bring down the lever with a decisive pull. Great. Young monsters. Let's go meet up with the others now. Meanwhile, unlike on Hugo's side,
So, we have to cooperate to solve this problem.
That's a real shame.
I have no intention of arguing with you right now. Master Proxy and Miss Vivian are elsewhere, and we must rendezvous with them post-haste.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just this once, we should trust each other. For the Proxy.
I have no objections.
Very well. Then you'd better keep your word. I know you've never fully trusted me, Lycon. Even before it all fell apart.
Lycon is silent for quite a while, seeming to be caught up in some memories from long ago.
You wanted to speak to me alone?
I know you and Hugo are as thick as thieves and don't hide anything from one another. But you can't tell him what I'm about to tell you.
Did something happen with him?
Hugo is an intelligent and gifted child. He learns everything I teach with ease. In time, he'll grow beyond me. Reach a place where people will marvel and look up to him as a beacon.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, he always picks things up just a teeny bit quicker than me. But none of that matters, because I can overpower him easy.
I don't think being gifted is a good thing for him.
What do you mean?
He bears a dark and painful past. what he was taught, the hatred he was faced with, everything he picked up. It's all become an integral, inseparable part of him. I believe that beautiful flowers can blossom even in the darkest abyss. But the roots of that flower would draw from evil instead of good. Hatred instead of love. It's a curse that flows through his lineage. A curse that fate branded him with. I've seen far too many people like that throughout this long life of mine. They struggle with this curse their whole lives, but they all end up failing in the end. The path of light is narrow and fleeting, and the darkness is filled with such temptation that dropping your guard for even just a moment can send you spiraling straight into the abyss.
Do you mean Hugo's going to be a bad guy?
I don't know. I hope he'll always stay true to his heart. That he won't give in to hatred and ambition. That he won't become the dragon that must be slain. But he has inherited the seed of evil. You cannot let it take root. I'm afraid I won't be there to help you. There's not much life left in this old body of mine. So then, Lycon, promise me now. You must hold his chain tight. To restrain him. To stop him. And when necessary, to choke him.
Back to the present after a bout of not so happy cooperation, Lycon and Hugo finally managed to deal with the mechanism.
You've become slow. Or maybe you've been on guard against me this whole time, and that's what's slowing you down. Looks like I was right. Lycon, I hope you're aware that the one who betrayed Mockingbird and went to work for the Mayflowers was you, not me. I would never betray my companion.
I don't wish to repeat myself, but you should not break our oath.
That's the path I've chosen, and I'm going to stick to it.
But you know that path will lead you the wrong way.
Who are you to lecture me about right and wrong?
I believe any path that makes you feel pain must be the wrong one.
Your disgusting sympathies make me sick, Lycon. There's only ever been one person who can kill me or save me, and that is me.
Alright. After a while, the team has completed their respective tasks. Everyone gathers again. I can't believe we're the last squad to arrive. Clearly, this is thanks to a certain someone. Somebody. You wouldn't have come in last place if you weren't so busy arguing. For perfect coordinated partners such as the Lord Faithan and I, coming in first place is to be expected. Vivian is right. Shouldn't last place treat everyone else. Oh, no, we're just closing. Lord Faithan agrees with me. Perfect partners. Hehe. Vivian, the smile on your face is a bit concerning. It's not. Vivian always smiles happy when thinking about Lord Faithan. Everyone, the location marked on Bringer's notebook is not far from here. Let's move out. You heard strange noises coming from ahead.
That was loud. What's happening up ahead?
Hold on, everyone. I'll go check it out.
It's probably multiple ethereals attacking. Just in case, I'll go with you.
Vivian, you should go with them too. Keep an eye on Lycon, will you? I'm worried he might sell us out to the mayor when he gets the chance.
I'd never do that. But if Miss Vivian wishes to join us, she's more than welcome.
Okay. Then I'll go with you.
Why do you look so nervous?
Why do you look so nervous?
I've spent so much time by your side already. I need to get away from Lord Phaethon for a little bit, or I might die from this overwhelming happiness.
Jeez.
If that's the case, Miss Vivian, feel free to come along with me.
Okay. All right.
Jeez. Vivian stumbles off with Lycon as if in a daze.
So, how does it feel to be worshipped, Lord Phaethon?
You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
Sharp as always. But of course, I couldn't spoil it for her. She has to figure it out on her own. That's what makes it special.
You asked Lycon and Vivian to leave for a reason.
Not only that, you asked Lycon and Vivian to leave for some reason. Is there something you'd like to say to me?
I can't keep anything from you, can I? I've always treated Vivian like my own little sister. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but she looks a lot like Serena. I think I mentioned it before. Serena was my half-sister. She passed away a long time ago. Vivian really likes you, whether you're faith-in or just wise. Of course, I also have a lot of respect for someone like you. Strong, fair, and genuinely kind. So I hope... I beg you, please keep her safe.
What's that supposed to mean?
Hang on. What's that supposed to mean?
Think of it as the last bit of conscience I have left. A kid as pure as her. She should stay alongside someone who walks in the light. Like you. Not even Vivian can agree with all my beliefs. One day we'll go our separate ways.
Your beliefs? What do you mean exactly?
Your beliefs? What do you mean exactly?
You probably heard from Lycon. We swore an oath when we started Mockingbird. We swore to use our own hands to right the wrongs in this world. But never, under any circumstances, would we take another human life. I stayed true to my words. Until... my father, man I hated, stood right before me. I could have ended his life easily. But I hesitated. I remembered that damned oath and their repeated attempts to convince me. I didn't do it because of that. Innocent people died. All because of him. If I'd killed him first, then none of those tragedies would have happened. People like him don't deserve to live. After that, I realized sometimes taking one life really can save countless others.
I can't agree with that.
Is that so? I see you have your own beliefs. Vivian has a good heart. I don't want her to get her hands dirty. But you know how it is. In this world, someone has to be the bad guy. So, I want to apologize to you.
Why apologize all of a sudden?
You're incredibly strong, kind, capable, and really, really lucky. The world needs more people like you. Remember that revenge movie I told you about? Children of Devils. I still haven't found it, but I came across another videotape with the same name. Turns out, in that story, the children of devils are actually the children of gods. Sorry for rambling. Hope you don't mind.
No, no mind.
They should be back soon. Please, look after Vivian for me.
Okay.
Copy.
Alright, so now we're, what, leaving? Heading somewhere else? Okay, to the Fisher.
What is this? It looks like a cocoon.
Careful, everyone. If I'm not mistaken, that's a sacrifice in there.
It appears to be in hibernation. We don't know when it'll wake up.
If it does wake up, we'll be in serious trouble.
Wait, those spots Bringer marked in his notebook. Are you saying each one might have a sacrifice like this? That means there must be at least a dozen of them. And that's only counting the ones we know so far. These sacrifices may still be hibernating, but the fact that there are so many of them out there is terrifying. The Exaltists must have a way to revive them. And that's not all. These sacrifices can exist outside the Hollows. If they make their way into populated areas,
I'm afraid it'll lead to a catastrophic disaster likened to the fall of the old capital. That's almost certainly what they meant by vengeance against all New Eridu.
I see. We need to get rid of these sacrifices. We can't let the Exaltus have them.
Let's find a way to get rid of these sacrifices. We can't let the Exaltists have them.
Thank you for helping me find this sacrifice. But sorry, kids. You won't be the ones to keep it.
it's that annoying old man. Why is he here?
I'd advise you to choose your words wisely, young lady.
You're from the Ravenlock family. So it was you.
That face. Oh, I know you. I heard about what happened to your friend. Truly unfortunate. If only she'd been smarter.
Seems your goal was this sacrifice all along. You've been tailing us, haven't you? Keeping your distance so that I wouldn't notice.
As expected of a wolf Thyran, you are very perceptive. That's right. All thanks to your ex-partner, we were able to carry out our plan smoothly.
My ex-partner?
I'm not exactly happy being called that, but what he said is true.
Hugo takes one step forward, then walks over to Hartman's side.
Wait, Hugo, what do you mean?
I made a deal with Mr. Hartman in advance. So, would you kindly step aside and let us have this sacrifice?
Now.
Of course. You can choose to refuse, but if you do, then I'll have to take coercive measures.
Bring it.
What did you offer him?
Everything we know about the sacrifices plus the core itself.
Why?
But... why?
It's simple. I want to climb higher. Mr. Hartman offered me a chance to join Tops. Who could say no to that?
Okay, so I'm guessing Hugo's not gonna be a playable character.
No. Impossible. You promised to help me investigate the Exaltists. You told me the whole point of Mockingbird was to do anything it takes to bring a little justice to this world. Was all of that just a lie?
You're just too gullible, Vivian. I also told you, everybody lies. To hide their true intentions, people lie so smoothly, they don't even bat an eye.
You...
What a wonderful show of betrayal and backstabbing! Bravo! I've got no interest in your little feud, but would you all be so kind as to step aside? My men still have some delicate handiwork to do, to extract that sacrifice behind you.
Yeah, it's not
Over
happening.
my dead body. Flip a switch. Wide open. Now you pay.
Stay calm now. Take this.
Delicate work to extract it, yet you're able to still extract it while we're in the middle of a fight. They've already escaped through the fissure with the sacrifice. We have to catch up. Can't let them have the sacrifice. I'm also realizing now the time I'm like, hopefully we're wrapping things up here soon. Carmine's mercenaries are quickly dealt with.
Oh, you guys are such a pain. Hugo, stop standing around. Time for you to act. We had a deal. Give me the sacrifice core now.
Did we? I don't remember.
I'm getting lost in what the hell you're trying to do, Hugo.
I imagine this is your favorite kind of entertainment. Watching allies betray each other, suspicion festering until it all turns to bitter hatred. Seeing people tear each other apart like wild beasts, just like your decaying family. Does it comfort that dead conscience of yours?
You. What's that supposed to mean?
I am loving the look on your face right now. Right when you think you've succeeded, I'm here to tell you it was all fake. None of it was real. Let this pain sink in. It's karma for what you did to me back then.
You're insane. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You still don't recognize me, do you? Let me give you a little hint. My full name is Hugo Vlad Ravenlock.
That's impossible. You're part of our family?
I may be an illegitimate child, but I have the same blood flowing in my veins as you.
I know you. You're that bastard of his. Damn it. I could have sworn you were already.
My dear uncle, you were never worthy of your position. You have no claim to the Ravenlock lineage. You may have killed all of my father's other children, but sorry to disappoint, I'm still alive. I am the true heir to the Ravenlock family.
You're a bastard. You have no right to inherit the family.
That's not for you to decide. Master Edmund is very supportive of my claim.
Edmund? That's impossible. You weaseled your way into Top's Inner Circle?
Master Edmund doesn't care who achieves his goal. In other words, he'd happily let me take over the Ravenlock family, as long as I'm more competent than you.
This can't be! You don't know the family's real secret!
I know a lot more than you think, including everything that you've done. Just give up. You never even stood a chance.
Damn it.
So, dude.
This was all fake, right? You were just putting on an act to fool this old man, right? I actually fell for it. Don't do that again. At least give us a heads up next time.
Vivian, everything I did was to rightfully inherit the Ravenlock family. That part is true. Now, I'm going to kill this man who stole what was never his. I'll make sure he can never be a threat again.
You can't kill him. We still need information from him on the sacrifices and the Exaltists.
You must be misunderstanding something, Lycon. Just like you chose the mayor, I chose Tops. At least for now, Tops has the same interests as me. I'm not going to harm my own self-interests. Be it intel on the sacrifices or the core itself. I'm handing everything over to Master Edmund.
Why?
I just want to take back what's mine. If fate is not willing to give me justice, then I'll just have to seize it with my own hands. Stealing, robbing, lying, or betraying. I'll do whatever it takes.
Even if it means selling your soul to the devil? Know about the power struggle between Tops and City Hall. Those elites at Tops would be only too happy to see the Exaltists plotting a grand attack on New Eridu using sacrifices.
That would severely harm the Mayflower's reputation and approval rating in New Eridu. And that's exactly what Tops wants to see.
If that happens, countless people will die!
I'm sorry it has to be this way. But I have to do this. I'm going to get everything Master Edmund wants. Inherit the Ravenlock name, climb to the top. And then I'll be able to change everything for good. For a permanent and absolute victory, you must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh, and persevere through the darkest hour before dawn. Someone has to do it.
I don't think so. It's not too late for you to stop.
Hugo, it's not too late for you to stop. You can still walk away from this.
This is the path I've chosen. Without power, resources, or strength, we can't do anything. Mockingbird is the perfect example. All the talk about using our power to tip the scales of justice and hover over them like the sword of Damocles. It's just a delusion. In their eyes, we're nothing but annoying gnats. Mockingbird has never really changed anything, or saved anyone. Never in the past, not now, and never will in the future. None of it matters.
Don't become the kind of person you hate. I understand your feelings, but don't be consumed by it.
But even so, you shouldn't become the kind of person you hate.
Sorry, Proxy. I know what you're trying to say. But this isn't some children's story of a dragon slayer becoming an evil dragon. Sometimes, to slay the dragon, you must first become one. With sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. So I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. It's about time you kneel.
Stay safe.
You deserve. Beg for me. Is that all?
A perfect conduit. Get ready.
My way.
Fall back.
Not bad.
It's time. Wide open.
Out of my way.
Alright.
All right, you got me. But too bad. I have my own methods.
Huh?
What are you doing?
Well then, make your choice. The sacrifice core, or your precious Faithin. I know you took it. Don't forget, I'm the one who taught you that.
Okay, the core is yours. Just leave Lord Faithin alone.
What a shame. Did you really think I'd keep my promise? That's right. This is the real me. What's the matter? Thinking of killing me? Didn't you say all life is precious? Drop your foolish facade.
I knew it. You...
He has inherited the seed of evil. Do not let it take root. When the time comes, you must be the one.
Go on, kill me. If you've got the guts, do it, traitor.
Master Proxy, are you okay? Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Never thought things would take a turn like this.
Don't worry. I'm fine. I just didn't expect things to turn out like this.
Lord Faithin, I'm sorry. I had no idea Hugo would do that to you. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, it's not your fault, Vivian.
It's all right. No matter what, this isn't your fault, Vivian.
If only I'd noticed sooner. I should have realized earlier.
Is someone gonna grab the goddamn core? Vivian quietly walks to the edge of the rooftop. She hesitates for a long time, finally looking down. Naturally, nothing's there.
Hugo, he...
That's a hollow down there. If you need, I can arrange for someone to go in and search for his body.
That isn't necessary.
To be frank, I thought you'd hate him for his betrayal, Miss Vivian.
I do hate that he's keeping things from me, but all these years, Hugo's been like family to me. I believe he's still with us.
His injuries were too severe, I don't think. Yeah, perhaps he's still alive.
I feel the same. It's possible he's still alive.
I'm terribly sorry, but I must tell you. It is impossible for Hugo to be alive. My hand went through his heart.
Sorry to interrupt, everyone. But just so you know, Hartman's gone. Probably slipped away during all the chaos.
I'm sorry. I was so focused on Master Proxy's safety. I wasn't paying attention to him.
Same, but it doesn't matter. We all know what he did. And he will pay for what he did today.
Yes. I'll be reporting all of this to the mayor. He's not getting away with this. Well then, now that it's all over, let's head back.
Meanwhile, not far away stands a mysterious figure.
Another obstacle out of the way.
What the hell are you?
She's going to be pleased about this. May the Creator guide us.
Oh.
Fear, suffering, despair, and destruction. That's the future I see. Lord Vathan.
After exiting the Hollow, Lycan takes his leave while Vivian returns to the Veostar with us. But for some reason, she remains silent the entire way. You okay, Vivian? Lord Vathan, I'm fine, just a little distracted. After what happened, you should get some good rest for a few days. Yeah, I need more time to think about Hugo and the Exaltists. From what I know about Hugo, he could have easily taken down someone like Hartman. There was no need for him to put on such a show and to deliberately use you as a hostage, but I don't think he ever intended to harm you. What Hugo said in the end, I don't know, something feels off, and that business with the Sacrifice Corps, maybe there's some deeper, more terrible secret behind all this. I have a small request. It might sound a bit strange, but Lord Vathan, can I stay at the Veostar for a few days? I just don't want to be alone right now. Sure, of course. Yeah, we're not comfortable with leaving you alone like this anyway. Thank you. I'll sleep on the couch. I won't disturb Lord Vathan at all. If I wake up and find that everything was just a dream, how wonderful would that be? Okay. Alright, well. I'm gonna say I'm definitely gonna have to wrap it up here because I'm already past the time that I should have ended stream. So we're just gonna kinda gather up whatever we got lying around here. I feel like I earned points and all that kind of stuff. Claim my coinage. Oops, didn't mean to click that. Alright. But yeah, so I need to wrap up stream here, and apparently we're gonna be continuing even longer with the, well, continuing for another stream of trying to complete this story. But yeah, thank y'all for joining me today. I'm gonna be switching this over to endings soon. We're gonna get the game closed out. And then we go find someone to raid into.